Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday, February 20th. Welcome to the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto market, including majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, airdrops like Kaido, Pac Moon, and everything in between. Today, we're going to discuss the two major token launches in Kaido and Pain from the Meme Land team. We're also going to talk about Trump's continued support for crypto in the United States of America and the state of the majors, as we're seeing a little bit of a relief bounce over the last 24 hours. I'm here hosting today, taking over for Raymond, who is feeling a little bit under the weather. The Mongolian prince is not feeling up to par. So, he called in the Latino Anderson Cooper to step in and just dominate. And today I'm joined by Easy. We'll be joined by Pio and Nick shortly. We're going to talk about a few things on the docket. But Easy, before we kick things off, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Did you decentralize some of your Kaido holdings?
Yeah, I nuked the entire bag.
Okay. I didn't want to. I actually didn't want to. But my ratio. So for people that, and I don't want to talk about this too much because I think there's a lot of people that just didn't get any. And I don't give a shit about this.
Yeah, it's an influencer airdrop.
Yeah, but for context, basically the Kaido airdrop was weighted based on a few factors. So depending on how many the yaps you got were fixed, but then you kind of got a multiplier on your yaps. I got screwed basically for fudding. I've spread some anti Kaido propaganda in the past, it would appear, and that led to me receiving a pretty diminished airdrop compared to other people. But it doesn't matter.
The chart's ugly.
Really?
Ugly. Yeah, dude, it's about to break under $1.
Oh shit! Pulling up the chart, ladies and gentlemen. I'll also share the contract address if anyone wants to look at it. If anyone wants to take a look, Easy here has it up. Damn, this is a nasty, nasty chart.
Nasty, nasty. We have strong support at 50 cents, 56 cents, then negative 20 cents.
Cryptometric is asking, by the way, if you have any questions about Kaido, about anything else, or thoughts and observations on things that we're talking about, let me know in the comments, whether you're listening on Twitter or on YouTube, and we'll pin them. Cryptometric asks, is it worth to stake 75% of my Kaido or full dump? Easy, any thoughts there on potentially holding, given the previous kind of pattern we've seen?
Why do you want to stake this?
I think it's interesting airdrop they have a product. They have product market fit. They're profitable. They've shown that they have a clear kind of understanding of crypto sentiment. So I
would be more interested in buying the NFT than buying the token.
How are the NFTs doing?
Down to 2 ETH.
Down to 2. Damn. Okay. What were they at? But what are they at? Sentiment wise, did they dump as a result of?
Yeah. Everyone got the airdrop.
So here's a question. If I bought the NFT at 10 ETH, how much did I receive as far as an airdrop goes?
I think 5 ETH.
Okay. So you just got screwed basically.
Yeah. The only thing I think that's interesting about Kaido, and let me see if this is going to load or not. My browsers have been acting very odd today.
It's all good.
Can you pull up the Kaido site?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it right here. Okay. The only thing I think is interesting about this, if this wants to load, is this pre-TGE community board. I think there's still an opportunity to farm 100K in rewards. As crazy as that sounds. Yeah, 7K Kaido for NFT, 3-ish ETH. Okay, so yeah, you got absolutely smoked. The only thing I'd be interested in doing, the relevance of Kaido, is that there is still a future airdrop. They've said that. But I also think, because we've seen Anime, Barachain, Pangu, Story, and IQ, I believe it was IQ, give rewards for the top mind share. So I think that if you are still interested and don't want to use capital, you can talk about basically any of these pre-TGEs on the community leaderboard and probably get rewarded when the TGE happens.
Yeah, I was surprised. Well, first off, I'm not a top yapper. For context, I only had 1,000 yaps, and that's not a huge amount compared to what other people had. And I was shocked. I got $500 from I got $500 from the Sony or IP or whatever that was. I got another like 400 or 500 from anime. So it is like what Easy is saying. He does have a point. And Polkadot, for example, is giving how much in rewards? He's like 100 grand or something, right?
Yeah. So you could even talk about existing stuff and still make like 5 to 6K if you just dominate that mindshare leaderboard.
So you can just shill like some of these vaporware things that they're on the thing. You just have to sacrifice your credibility a little bit, but you know, seems like some people are willing to do that. Nick is just giving us this stanky face with Echo. Just a lot of lack of professionalism here from the kid as he's back in Miami from New York. So I'm going to mute him for now. I would be curious in the comments. Let us know if you got Kaido. Are you holding? Are you selling? If you're selling, how much did you sell? And are you staking? I see our guy Tyler D is in the audience from Rug Radio, hosting the FOMO Hour at 10 a.m. every weekday. He crushed on this. That's how I got a nice little payday. This is a nice wealth generation for the crew today. Easy. Are you selling that into USDC or
I sold half into ETH, half into USDC?
Okay. Is the expectation that this gets listed on Coinbase?
Maybe it is on base. So we'll see. That's kind of the tough bet that you're making here. The thing I'm more interested in is at noon today, another base project goes live called infected.fun.
I saw that.
So I'm excited for that. It's been something that like I've been keeping tabs on, got into like the early sign up phase. And just want to, because I was a big world PvP guy. And I think it might be some level of association, same team maybe. I'm not too sure. But if it is, I think it could do well. So this goes live at noon, and you can buy these tokens right before public if you had like early sign up, which is cool. There's like, I think 16,000 or something, like a pretty large number of people that got early sign up, 130,000 signups in the first 48 hours. So they've seen a ton of growth, which is great. And it's just a game. But the thing is, like, I don't want to play the game because I think what that means is like they're going to just be dusting wallets. The way it works is like whoever gets infected by this token, aka you sending it to places, that's how you earn points. So I think they're going to just print on fees. It's going to be a costly game. Whales will win. I'd rather just get in early and get out early.
We're getting some alpha here from Easy. I believe this is on base. It would appear infected.fun. Something to monitor here. If you're listening on Twitter, I have shared it in the comments if you want to check that out. We're also getting a little bit of fake news. Some people are claiming that Hayden offed himself, which I believe is inaccurate. I saw that circulating, those rumors, which I believe have been debunked. Nick, welcome back to Miami. You look fantastic. How are you doing this morning? You're muted. Okay. He's out of commission for now. We're not going to be hearing from Nick. Just going to be, yeah, all good.
He can't hear us. He can't talk.
Yeah. Okay. So we're only getting Nick on video. So, okay. Wow. Okay. I don't know what for people watching on video, there are a lot of hand movements.
He's eating a sandwich. Eating a sandwich
last night, I believe, or he ate a sandwich and it left him sick. He said, I don't know.
Yeah, did not have his lactate. He shit himself.
And then he started laughing. He thought
it was funny. The smell protruding through the restaurant.
Okay. Anyways, Easy. Before we kick off today's show, I want to give a quick thank you to our partner, our sponsor, Gemini. What do people need to know about Gemini? Why is it the most fantastic exchange that of all time, frankly?
You know, you don't got to deal with the BS of some of these other exchanges. Obviously, they have white glove support. It's much easier to on-ramp and off-ramp. Buy your favorite cryptos, the best fees, most liquidity, all the good buzzwords we love to say in here, you know? But on top of that, Gemini does not have some of these other issues of accounts getting locked and your crypto not being accessible, which is a huge concern, obviously. So kudos to Gemini. If you want to get to a new exchange, you should have multiple off-ramps. So even if you're using some of these others, Crypto.com, Coinbase, Kraken, you should have multiple avenues.
I only have one right now.
You have multiple in case one gets shut down. You still have a way to get access to other funds and get them off. So you should have multiple. If you want to get a free $20 in Bonk, you can go in and literally buy $100 of Solana, use code EASY20, and you'll just receive $20 in Bonk, which is great.
All I want is Bonk.
All I want is Bonk.
All I want is
Bonk.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
Is my mic working?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound fucking buttery.
Sound really good. How's your morning, Nick?
Well, I've been having mic problems. There's rumors that I like how Mario Nafal just like posts any rumor that's out here.
What and
What's
what
he hosting now?
you posted about Hayden Davis offing himself?
Yes.
Oh my God. And I also saw, yeah, Mario Nafal's been posting some wild stuff. We don't need to talk about that too much. But easy. Let's get the show on the road. Can you take it away with the weather report? I'm going to hit you with the surprise one if you are ready. Whenever you are, I'm going to throw over to you.
Of course, I'm ready.
Okay.
1 minute
Easy
here.
is pulling up, debunking the Hayden Davis rumors. I'm getting some reports before we kick things off. While Easy's getting that ready, I'm going to read some comments. We're getting some choose mute. We're getting Nick has to mime the whole show. FFV, longtime listener, saying he sold his entire Kaido airdrop for $10,000. That's not a bad payday. Congratulations. Shout out to you.
Can you give me the weather music?
Yes.
Coming in hot today, we got a bunch of really electric things across the space. Are up on the day with Bitcoin at $97,500, Ethereum over $2,700, and Solana at $173, with Kaido almost under $1 after their airdrop today. Announced the tokenomics for their Kaido token on Base, and token claims began this morning, including the tokenomics was a mechanism that slashed claim rewards for those who were not aligned with Kaido on social media, aka Clemente, seeing a massive hit and losing out on thousands of dollars because of his vicious FUD campaigns, and is currently trading at just over a $1 billion FDV. Next up, the long-awaited Pain pre-sale token airdrop went live with 50% of the supply locked for 20 years. That means Harold will be 100 years old before the token unlocks. Pre-sale participants were refunded 80% of their initial deposits, and the Pain token currently sits at a $52 million market cap. Is that accurate? $58 million market cap at the time of this. And finally, it was a busy day for crypto politics in the U.S. Donald Trump spoke at a conference stating that he is ending Joe Biden's war on crypto and wants the U.S. to be a global crypto capital. Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick stated that Trump's goal is to eliminate the IRS. Back to you in the studio.
Fantastic weather report, Easy. Thank you for that beautiful, beautiful breakdown. Nicholas, over to you.
I guess get rid of the IRS. We don't owe taxes anymore, and crime is legal. Fuck yeah.
Well, we can start off with that. The status of
Russia is returning to a superpower. Let's fucking get it.
Well, if we want to get into geopolitics, you do have the risk here of us removing soldiers from NATO, which could mean some bad things in the European nations.
Okay, so yeah, we're going to do our weekly segment here where we are going to not talk about crypto, but instead the state of geopolitics in the world.
Geopolitical experts at Bodago's Entertainment. We have one Chilean and two Americans fresh off the boats. And here we are breaking down the geopolitical standpoint of Russia and Ukraine. Clemente, is it true that you hate Ukrainians?
Wow. So what's the status on? So basically, there's just some geopolitical warfare going on. I have no idea about anything going on.
What are you talking about? Geopolitical warfare. What does that even mean?
I just saw it has to be fake on Twitter, but I was like, it was like showing me Russian TV, and they were talking about how they were gonna nuke the U.S. That's the only thing I saw on.
Okay, yeah, dude, Twitter has gone off the fucking wall. It's basically Trump would just like went to Putin and was like, yeah, we can just slice up Eastern Europe and give it back to you, and also give you a chunk of Ukraine. Well, we want part of it because we want some resources. Yeah, let's just do that.
I also saw that some reports that what was it? A few thousand IRS workers are going to be laid off.
I guess.
So we're just not going to have to pay taxes. I mean, that's bullish for our bags, ladies and gentlemen. One thing I will say is Trump seems to be continuing to be bullish on crypto. I hear all the things going on at the U.S. government level when it comes to crypto, and I can't help but be bullish, long-term bull. I'm not saying the meme coin market, for example, or some random vapor where coins are going to go up, but we are seeing some bullish price action most recently. Easy, what have you been noticing as far as price action goes? And I want to check in on our long that we did on dydx.
Dude,
yesterday.
I'm pissed about the long, dude. Look at this run. Our stock profit was up here near like 720. It hit $7 last night. It would have been like a clean $600 profit on this like $700 trade. And sure enough, I now moved it down to be like, shit, we should have not had it that high. We bought it over here. We obviously were down pretty substantially down here. And then we just had a giga rally until 4 in the morning. It sucks. But overall, like the market does feel decent right now. ETH up 1 point to almost 2%, Sol up 3%, Bitcoin up 1.7. Aptos not running as hard. Sui up 5%. Celestia up 15%. IP, which is a new blockchain, up 23%. So overall, like we have the stock market opening in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Made a new all-time high yesterday. And I think we have pre-market right now up, if we want to take a look at that, which feels good. Like, yeah, so we had this chart for the dollar. I got the dollar going down to like 92 and Bitcoin going to $690,000. It's about where my head goes.
Do you think the bottom is in for Solana?
No.
You think
I still think like 148 range is in play. It's tough to say. This is the chart I'm mostly watching is DXY. I want to see that move. Bitcoin's still holding the support for the downtrend line, which is good. If Bitcoin can break and hold over 100K for 2 to 3 consecutive days, then yeah. And maybe I miss like a $10 move on Sol. Sol still is pretty oversold here on the daily. It should realistically push back up to like 183. Could even go to 188. You want this white line to pull back to like here. So you think probably get something over the next couple days around here.
Nick, when it comes to the whole Libra kind of scandal that we've seen play out, do you think the story's mostly over when it comes to some of the reactions we saw potentially about the Meteora team, Jupe, and all this stuff? Do you think it's mostly played out at this time?
Well, apparently not, because people were looking for like more stories just saying that he's dead. Mario Nawful just taking a screenshot of the image and being like, I mean, that guy said it. Yeah, that guy said it. It's like, I'm just here to report what other people are saying. I'm just here with we have no verify. And then the guy underneath his own post says source decrypt news, which doesn't have the story. So it's just completely wrong.
I think he deleted the tweet. I'm trying to find it. That's ridiculous.
Like, I mean, tracking Hayden is interesting. I mean, there's some like questions that I have as a whole in term. So you have the Argentinian side of this story, which I don't think crypto really gives a shit about. Like, even if the president's gone, it literally doesn't matter for crypto. The real question is like, I mean, the real question is, how big of a deal is this really?
It's big in crypto
isn't that
Twitter.
big of a deal.
It's big in crypto Twitter.
Yeah, the whole story is that this guy set up systematic ways to front run and manipulate the price to try and keep it to go up. And everyone that launches a token wants the exact same thing. The only distinction is he fucked up the configuration with this and just max drained everything from this token. And apparently, historically, has attempted to max drain things in the past, which is sketchy. That part is sketchy. And that's the only thing that's weird. But we're sitting on Pump Fund, Bullx, whatever, looking at these things all the time, and we're like, no, that one's about to get rugged. No, that one's about to get rugged. So it's really just part of the ecosystem. The only distinction is there's a face to it at this point in time. And the fact that Meteora was deeply involved, the fact that Ben had to step down is really just because he got caught on video, which was sorry.
Was that the video when they were like when they were talking? Was he the other person on the call when they were like, yeah, and they're doing all this? He's like, what?
Yeah,
Yo,
exactly.
what? Okay.
Yeah. So he's like feigning like surprise. And I think that like the overall situation there is one that's just like, what are we talking about? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, the politics story is the bigger story here when Hayden was claiming that he paid his sister, but that's not really related to crypto anymore. That's just straight up corruption.
Yeah, which is interesting. There's an interesting dynamic of the fact of how widespread crypto has become, how far it reaches in terms of government. I mean, dude, everyone wants free money. I got some free money this morning. I'm pretty happy about it. Got $4,500.
How much gas has to be in your wallet to claim that? Because it's saying I don't have enough, even though I have $3.
Are you trying to do it on mobile?
Nope.
So, okay. So you have to like reduce the swap. So remove the swap from like, reduce the amount that you're swapping. So you don't swap the max.
I'm just trying to claim it.
Oh, so you don't have anything on base?
I have $3.26. I would have thought on base that's enough.
You need like 5.
Son of a gun.
Breaking news.
If you want some money, give me your wallet. I'll just send you some whatever you need.
Can you send me literally $2?
I only have
your wallet in the private chat. I'll send you. You have it on base, right? Base Heath.
Ray is listening, I guess, because he just hit me up on Slack immediately. Thank you, boys.
Yeah, we have Kaido breaking below $1 here.
Can you pull that chart? Was literally the dumbest thing I've looked at. Can we fix it?
I don't know how to fix it.
No, keep zooming in.
What is 99Q?
Alfalfa giving Clemente some advice here.
Insane. Easy if you can pull up. There we go. So this is the Kaido chart breaking below $1 here. What did it debut at?
It's going to 55 cents.
It was way higher.
Yeah,
and I couldn't swap on my phone, and it was a pain in the ass, and I couldn't claim it. I'm fucking bullshit, dude.
Nick, you sold all of your Kaido?
Yeah.
Got it. So
sorry, you're telling me $4,500 just miraculously showed up in my wallet for a token associated with that 50 people are interested in playing?
Yeah, I would agree with
How many
that.
people play Kaido to play the yaps?
You got to yap. I mean, I see people
just
yap.
It was just kind of more like you didn't have to play it. Like I did not change how I was posting at all. And to be honest, the days that I fudded OpenSea, I got the most yaps.
Yeah, the more you spread misinformation.
Are you guys saying
like misinformation was rewarded?
What if I feel like voting?
Stop.
You got to stake to vote. Stake to vote.
Stop.
I need my voice to be heard in the Kaido ecosystem.
Nick, I believe we're getting a slight bit of echo from you. And I found, but just closing on the Hayden conference.
How are we getting echo?
I don't know. I heard a little bit of echo. It was Mario Nafal's Roundtable Space account that tweeted the misinformation. So that's a little loophole he found. It's Mario Nafal's DGen account. So he's allowed to just post whatever he wants on there and as much misinformation as he wants. Any closing comments on Kaido, Libra, crypto price action before we move on?
Where do I swap Kaido?
Uniswap.
Thank you.
You can go to Uniswap.
He still has it on there.
Yeah, he does.
Like, look at how Mario does this. Hold on one second. Let me just share this screen.
Nick is pulling up the, I believe, the Mario Nafal profile.
Hold on. I got too much stuff in this tab. 1 second.
All good. Do you guys think Hayden was spoken to by lawyers that were like, dude, don't do random ass interviews on your phone and like just start spewing everything you know? Yeah, there we go.
I mean, dude, this is just irresponsible. Waiting for confirmation from the family, hearing it was a gunshot wound to the chest.
What?
That's the person who sourced this.
What?
That's so funny. That's wild that they're just like, yeah, we're going to run with it.
Let it fly.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just listening, Nick is responding to Mario Nafal right now.
There you have it. Okay, moving on here. Let's very quickly talk about the Pain token. This was a pre-sale that happened yesterday. And the airdrop went live with 50% of the supply locked for 20 years. This was backed by the Meme Land team. It was a pretty juicy airdrop for the people that participated in this pre-sale. This meme coin open pre-sale for, I believe, 2 days. Easy, can you give a quick rundown of the Pain token for anyone curious?
You could send an uncapped amount of Solana to it. And then it was by 9gag, their team, and Hide the Pain Herald. I believe they raised 40 million, 400 million, something stupid. The number was like absolutely astronomical how much they raised. They ended up refunding 80% of it. So if you, for example, I put in 25 SOL the first day, received back 20 SOL, and then they airdropped the tokens. The tokens ended up being like a 5 or 6x, which was great. Like my 5 SOL turned into 30. So it seems pre-sale meta is back right now, especially for some of these more established teams. We're seeing it on AVAX. We're seeing it in different places. But the Pain token ended up doing fairly well. The stats actually had probably the best post about it, where he outlined that snipers kind of screwed the chart. Let me find the post, because it came out the gate technically at a $2 billion FTV, which was like way higher, and snipers nuked on each other, which is what he outlined as kind of like the issue out the gate. It was pretty interesting to see. Oh yeah, right here. So I just wanted to find this tweet here. This is the one. A handful of people dunking on the chart. Want to put it in simple English. When the token launched, the Pain wallet started adding liquidity. So same idea. They launched through Meteora, added various liquidity steps through it. The snipers were instantaneous. The vast majority of the market maker liquidity did not have time to be put on chain. So sniper bots basically had buy orders, but nothing to buy. One bot listed their snipe token at 2.2 billion and others bought it. So the snipers ended up being the ones that nuked on each other, which led to the chart to look like this. Straight up, straight down. Where it is right now is probably a more accurate depiction of it. Everyone who bought the pre-sale, all the original participants are up 4 to 5x. So it was a big win. Like, granted, I think it would have done better if it had not launched in these market conditions, just because it's like a lot of people have lost a lot of money recently. So their only goal was to recoup costs out the gate.
Yeah. Quick question. Is the gas on Arbitrum ETH or ARB?
Why are you on Arbitrum?
Why are you on Arbitrum?
I found $180 of random shit on Arbitrum that I'm going to
It's
turn
ARB.
into.
With
gas is
MetaMask now, it uses everything that you have in your wallet.
Wow.
MetaMask? Why the fuck are you
Yeah,
using MetaMask?
MetaMask. Huh?
We Rabby over here.
MetaMask actually has gotten pretty good, I'm being honest.
I use MetaMask as well.
It's
Boomer.
ARB though? Promise?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It doesn't matter, dude. You can. It's whatever you have on that chain. MetaMask will just use it.
Dude, not enough ETH. I'm about to smack this thing. All right, sorry, go ahead.
Is there a bull case for buying Pain here, Easy, at 160 fully FTV?
I sold mine. Same idea. I've just been pissing away Solana at this point, literally lighting money on fire. So I'm just like swapping to Sol.
Do you swap to Sol or USDC at this point in time? I've been starting to swap to last
Under
couple
$200, I swapped to Sol. Over $200, I swapped to USDC.
Got it. Okay. Good to know.
That's just how I trade the profits, because I think Sol goes back to above 200 at some point this cycle. And when we get there, then all profits I basically rotate into USDC. Under 200, I rotate into Sol.
Got it. Got it. Good to know. I'm going to put you guys on the spot here, but I was looking at the charts here, and I was curious what you guys, if there's anything you're most interested in. We have Bitcoin at 98K, Solana at 175, ETH starting to look strong. I'm curious if you are deploying capital at this point in time. Is it AVAX here at $25? You have Hyperliquid also at $25. I'm curious what you guys are.
I just threw in like fucking 100 grand. Send it.
Into what?
Oh man, everything.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
I actually have
busy.
no more money.
Okay. I'm busy dealing with the fact that Easy was lying and the gas on Arbitrum is Ethereum.
Is it? I thought it was ARB.
And that Nick was lying, and MetaMask doesn't just go, oh, you have value in this account? I'll totally use that for gas.
Why is ARB a chain then if they don't use the native token for gas? I could have sworn it was Arbitrum.
I knew it was Ethereum because I knew when I found that out, I was like, that is so dumb. That's
actually the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Why would you use ETH? It's Arbitrum as the chain with a native token.
I knew it was going to be like this. Oh, sorry. I fucked up. Never mind. Sorry.
It is ARB.
I fucked up. I was on base. Why are they showing
So can you confirm it is ARB?
No, Steelix is saying it's ETH.
That's so dumb.
Steelix is our chief Arbitrum correspondent.
PO messed up.
This is the big reason I have not ported heavy into Hyperliquid because Arbitrum makes no sense to me.
Sorry, it is ETH. It still is ETH. I was on base. I was on the wrong network, so I was wrong then. But now I'm on the right network, and it is ETH.
Optimism also uses ETH. This is all ETH that we are seeing here, and I believe the tokens are governance tokens. There you go. There you have it. Okay, moving on here. I believe no one answered my question that I was when asking.
Clemente, you're asking whether people are deploying capital?
No, I'm asking if you were deploying capital. What looks juicy to you right now?
Well, so if you look at the options on MicroStrategy right now, people are really, really bullish over the next 3 to 4 months. You guys are laughing. This is an indicator. This is an indicator.
On Bitcoin. On Bitcoin.
Well, if MicroStrategy is bullish, then Bitcoin's bullish.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
My big thing when I interview this guy, Andrew, on Monday is I'm going to talk to him about what he thinks about this cycle, the relationship between Bitcoin and alts, because it's been weird. Weird.
I'm sorry. Nick is sharing his screen right now and it's just looking at us. I can't with Nick right now. Nick, what could you possibly be looking at? It's just a picture of chicks.
No. I was trying to find this person that Beanie just shared.
Okay. Any insight on who Beanie just shared on the research you were doing?
Apparently, this fucking person from what's the marketing agency that Hayden works at. He's just posting random shit now, though, dude. I all these people have deleted their accounts. How bad is this crime?
I mean, when there's a huge controversial scam and then you just have $100 million in a wallet on the other side of it, I wouldn't feel great.
Yeah.
Like, and Dave Portnoy asked you, whose money is it? And your response is, I wouldn't feel great. I still, though, my position is still that I don't know if anyone's going to go to jail. That's still my, right?
I would agree with that statement. Doesn't look like it.
I got $1 of ETH on Arbitrum, motherfucker. I'm good. Found it. Let's go.
There you go.
We're really happy for you.
All right.
Easy. What are the most interesting alts right now? Since people are like, yo, tell me about anything but Bitcoin, man.
I mean, dude, alts are kind of tough. I think Hype is like one of the best trades you can make right now. I think Hype goes to $100. It's up like 20% right now.
So Easy, can you give like an explanation of Hype? Because how
do I go and buy Hype?
How do you get it?
So let's break this down really slowly first, because that was 5 questions and 32
How do I buy Hype?
It's on Arbitrum. You need to go to Arbitrum and you can buy Hype. It's technically like an L2 or an L3 of ARB. So Hype is a perpetuals platform that lets you trade long, short, etc. on their platform. It's called Hyperliquid. They have a ton of on-chain TVL, which makes the fills good, which makes the network quick. It makes it's just a good experience, near instantaneous. cheap gas, like all the stuff you like about Solana, but it has a ton of friction. So yeah, so eBrink's actually spot on. You can use dBridge to send to Hyperliquid. It's the easiest way to do it. You can go straight from base and go to dBridge and bridge to Hyperliquid, which is supported as an EVM chain. So they have Hype EVM, their own chain coming out. They have a very specific way that they list their own meme coins on there. There's this bid auction process, and only one meme coin every 24 hours can get listed on the Hyperliquid EVM or chain or whatever it is. So it's very unlike Solana, where there's 100 million getting launched. Instead, it's very few tickers, so liquidity is more focused on these various things. You had Infinigods, which was a game, purchased the rights to the God token, which was really interesting, on there for like $1 million. So, oh damn! By the way, real quick, I just saw W__. DB just tweeted: SEC launches Cyber and Emerging Technologies Unit. The SEC unit will combat fraud in crypto, among other areas. So maybe someone goes to jail.
A little bit of a response to the Hayden boy.
Yeah,
if I was
use of social
right
media, the dark web, or false websites to perpetuate fraud. This actually, like, this reads more like phishing scams and social engineering scams, because fraud committed using emerging technologies such as AI and machine learning, hacking, takeovers of retail brokerage accounts, so SIM swapping, fraud involving blockchain technology and crypto assets. So this almost feels more like it's going to be tailored towards like SIM swapping.
Well, I still wouldn't like to see that if I'm young Hayden.
Bitcoin's looking good according on this Hyperliquid, but easy. So going back to what you were saying on Hyperliquid, where people can buy these tickers, right? Couldn't I buy, like, what happens if I just buy, for example, the pain ticker, even though, like, in efforts to try to get my own token like listed and try to mask it as like the official pain ticker on Hyperliquid, even though it's
dude, it's still technically some level of centralized. Like, they can stop it. That's the thing. Okay. Like, they can just straight up be like, no, or give it to the pain team instead. Like, they'll refund you. Like, there's ways around that. Like, the Gods token was originally, I think, there was like a whole story on it. I don't know the full details, so I don't want to misspeak, but there was a whole backstory on like that Gods token and how it played out. But people like Hyperliquid just because, like, it does trade like a Perps platform. There's a ton of volume. And the thing, the token, the benefit of is the fees that are generated by Hyperliquid, a large chunk, if not most of it, goes back to buying it.
Got it.
So like it has a flywheel effect, which is why I'm like, the hype chart looks pretty good. It ended up rallying really hard.
So if I buy, let's say I have $10,000 in USDC, can I send it to Hyperliquid and just buy Bitcoin on there?
Why
would you do that?
Why would you do that?
Because
like,
Coinbase charges me like $150 to buy that.
So why don't you buy CBBTC on Sol? It's 1-to-1 backed by Coinbase.
I do have some, but
stop.
I just
stop.
Bitcoin on the main chain. You have to own the coin.
This is preposterous. Just get River or Strike. Holy shit. Just get River or Strike. Go to the App Store. River or Strike. Good God. Holy shit. Just get one of those apps. It's free to buy Bitcoin. There you go. It's literally free. It's $0. Buy either of those. They have a business model that makes it so it's $0 for you to buy it. Just go to one of those. Fucking Coinbase BTC, Solana BTC. What are we talking about? Strike or River?
I buy CBBTC on Sol.
Dude, it's so hard. To do all this Bitcoin stuff is a pain in the ass.
It's so difficult. I don't understand.
Clemente, pull up the tweet I put out last night real quick. Pull up the tweet real quick. I'm an investor in Strike eBrink. It's literally a zero revenue model until they get to like X billion dollars. So I don't know what to tell you. Go really quick. Yeah. This is
Sayonara, motherfucker.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Pulling it up.
This is me right now. We can't hear.
Can we get the
Oh,
audio, dude?
Got it. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Pulling it up. There's a tweet from PO from last night. It says, accumulate Bitcoin for the long term or become Jamaican. And then it goes crypto Twitter.
PO 1 minute, man. God damn, she get it wrong. Big bomber class before busting on me head. A sexy girl says she want to give me head. When
Clemente, so this was buy Bitcoin the right way or become Jamaican, and then you were that guy immediately, like without like no hesitation. Anything but buying real Bitcoin. It's impossible.
I want to buy Bitcoin, but I'm just like, oh, then I gotta do I bought CBBTC is what I ended up buying.
You're like, it's so difficult. I can't figure out how to buy Bitcoin. So you're gonna go over to Hyperliquid?
No, that's not what it's
Strike.
I asked if it was possible. I guess it's just a crazy thing for me to act and be like, hey, I can't ask questions anymore. Anyways, moving on.
You can't.
I answered your question.
Yeah, but it was still, you gave me the Jamaican thing. It was not a straight answer. You threw in the Jamaican joke.
I love that white guy. He does such a good reggae voice. I love that guy. He's like good at that.
Is Strike gonna KYC?
He'll love this tweet. I'm like, I don't really fully get it.
Which tweet? The one that I did?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a funny thing. It's like they'll do anything but just buy Bitcoin. They'll become Jamaican.
So closing thoughts here on Hyperliquid. Easy. So does Hyperliquid make fees on this and then they redistribute it to Hyperliquid holders? Am I thinking
They
about
buy
that?
the hype token.
They buy the hype token.
It reminds me of JLP. So the Jupiter liquidity thing, as people trade more on perps, they rebuy the token.
Got it. Okay. And this thing, what's the market cap of hype right now?
I
Hype-
like how how buybacks became just like a standard thing in this space. Like it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna.
I mean, bro, what is the other utility of a fucking coin? Like, just make money and buy it back. Like, lately I've been making money and buying back Bodagos. I just don't yell about it. It's at this point, buyback's the best effort to do anything.
So Hyperliquid right now is at an $8.3 billion market cap. And this was they don't. Oh, okay. So the FDV is 25B. Got it. And you say this does a 4X to $100 easy is your official stance.
That's what I believe. Yeah.
I think so. Time out. What is the narrative? What's the one-liner for Hyperliquid?
Price go up.
What's the actual one-liner?
On-chain perpetuals with deeper liquidity than other options.
Okay.
Exactly, dude.
That's all?
It's very DeFi native. People like it because if you used it, you got a fucking insane airdrop. Like basically, if you traded $1,000, you got 100K.
Damn. Okay, I like this one-liner segment. We're gonna keep rolling with it. Easy. What's the one-liner for XRP?
Retail normie adoption for retards.
Okay.
Retail normies think that banking with XRP is a smart idea.
They don't
Next
even
one. Let's keep playing this game. Let's go. I like.
They
this
don't
game.
even know that much. Oh, we'll do it, but real quick, they don't even know that much. They just know the name.
Yeah, YouTube talks about XRP, so they buy.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Keep going with the game.
One-liner for Cardano. Is there a one-liner here?
It's faster than ETH.
I like that.
Dead ass. What is the one-liner?
Faster than ETH.
Okay. One-liner for Ton Coin. Easy. You're the Ton specialist here.
The largest number of users not based in America for a blockchain.
Okay. It's pretty good.
The main difference between Ethereum and Cardano is the global state.
One-liner for Aptos. Easy. This will be the last one.
Buzzlamic Jihad.
Nick, before we wrap, Filecoin one-liner.
Yo, retard.
It was created by the people that created IPFS.
No idea what that means. Okay, there you go. That is the daily segment of one-liners with Bodagos Entertainment. Moving on. Easy. Is there anything else that you found interesting in the last 24 hours that you want to talk about? I saw you tweeting about Wayfinder by Parallel Alpha. I didn't really understand that.
So Wayfinder is, remember that token Hey Anon that everyone was bullish on? So a lot of people still bullish. Think of it as a chat GPT for on-chain interactions. So I can go in and type into this bot, swap all of the money I have on every chain for base ETH. And it'll take all the wallets I've input, do all the swaps automatically, and aggregate all of it. So, and then I can say, find me the highest yield for my USDC and stake 80% of it in that. And then it'll go and do it. So it dumbs down a lot of the actions for you to just be like, hey, find me, and it can also identify stuff on chain. Like, find me an arbitrage opportunity for these prices and tell me what exchanges there are. And it'll be like, on Kraken, it's 6.2. On crypto.com, it's 5.8. So you can like do stuff like that. And it's completely on chain. Every interaction, you can even create stuff. So I can be like, make me a meme coin with a 37 billion supply and airdrop 90% to Bodoggos and add 50 ETH from my hot wallet to the liquidity pool in a Uniswap V3 pool. Like, it does require some crypto knowledge so that you don't like fuck up the prompt, but I think it's going to do really well. I've seen the app when we were in Singapore. I know the team really well. It's the same team from Prime, which is Parallel Avatars. They're launching Prompt. I believe it'll be on Solana, which is the token for Wayfinder.
So there is a token.
Yes. So it's called Prompt. It'll be launched at the same time as the release. And they have games. So they have like this like sim style automated game called Colony. And they've done great with Parallel. They have a competition this week, the Parallel Finals in Vegas at the esports arena. So they're doing a damn good job. Damn good job.
So the only way to get exposure to this is to buy the Prime token and
stake it.
Or just
so you can stake the Prime token right now for allocation.
Got it. Okay. I understand. That sounds interesting. Do you have a date on when this will come out?
They're saying before end of Q1. So like we should get it in the next 38 days, roughly.
Got it. Okay. I mean, that seems pretty interesting. We'll be making sure to be tracking that as time goes on. Before we move on, I want to give a quick shout out to today's partner, Gemini, the safest and most secure way to trade crypto. Pio, anything to add here on our partners for today's show on Gemini?
Use Gemini Active Trader for extremely low fees. Clemente was complaining about how expensive it is to buy Bitcoin on Coinbase. Do Gemini Active Trader. That's going to be as cheap as you can get for a centralized exchange when it comes to acquiring Bitcoin or other crypto assets. Very, very cheap to use Gemini Active Trader. And then make sure that your security is set up properly with two-factor authentication through Authy, a third-party authenticator app. Authy, not Google Authenticator, Authy, and then also a physical YubiKey in your laptop. Impossible to hack because they'd have to be physically with you. So then you'll have two levels of two-factor authentication. And then last but not least, address whitelisting so that you only have approved addresses to withdraw crypto funds from. It is impossible for you to get hacked at that point. So that's my security recommendation. And then my cost-saving recommendation is to use Gemini Active Trader.
There you go. Gemini.com/partners/PO. And you'll get $20 in Bitcoin.
$20.
Trade $100. Quick note. I just realized that YubiKey I bought, because it came in such a small Amazon package, I accidentally threw it away last week. So I need to order it.
That adds up.
That's literally Clemente, dude.
That's Clemente in a nutshell. Right there. That adds up.
God damn it, dude. What is this Gemini? I actually, I don't have a credit card, so I need to apply for this Gemini credit card.
Well, what?
So
how about you just wait on that?
Yeah, just wait on that. But how come you don't have a credit card?
I ran into, I've had a credit card for like a year. I ran into problems with my last name with them, and I was like, fuck you. I'm not using a credit card. Credit cards are a scam. Credit cards are scams. My official statement. I tried to apply to Chase Sapphire. They denied me.
Well, what's your credit score?
I don't have one anymore.
What do you mean you don't have one?
What the fuck does that mean?
Because I stopped using a credit card. And they're like, ooh, you haven't used a credit card in 6 months or whatever?
Go to Credit Karma, dude.
I literally don't have a credit score. I went to Credit Karma.
It's not possible that you don't have one.
If you're a living human in the United States, you have a credit score.
It expired. I don't want to talk about this on the show.
A credit score does not expire.
Are you actually dumb?
I'm literally being serious. I don't like talking about this. So this is one of my deficiencies as a human being is that I'm not good at this stuff.
You're telling me your credit score expired?
He's decentralized.
It's
Hey,
not like a goddamn bag of milk, dude. Like,
Do you have Credit Karma?
Debank yourself, bitch.
Do
Debanked.
you have Credit Karma?
I do have Credit Karma, and they're like, yo, you don't have a credit score anymore. I did this like last week.
Can you show me that you don't have a credit score?
I'll pull it up literally right now because I don't have a credit card. All right. We're gonna move on from this. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
So wait, so you're like the meme. It's like have a credit score or be Jamaican, and you're just the Jamaican guy right there.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna log into Credit Karma. Yeah, we're just talking about credit cards now on the show. Yeah, I don't know what went wrong, but I'm slightly concerned that I don't have a credit score anymore. Any closing look? We have 5 minutes left before we.
You're
wrap
gonna have
the
to
show.
get a like starter credit card with like $500 available on it.
I've always thought it was a scam when they're like, use this credit card, but pay it back. I'm like, why don't I just use the debit card? What's the benefit to having a credit card? If I have
build-
money, yeah, what's the point of building credit?
To get a house someday or
Yeah,
a
that's
car
not-
loan.
That's boomer shit. That shouldn't be a thing. They
get
should
an
just use my on-chain reputation and see that I don't nuke the chart. I'm an honest guy. I have Bitcoin. I don't
You're on
nuke
something.
my pre-sales. I still hold Wink. You know, they'll be like, yo, this guy's an honest on-chain user.
Sam Penny literally just goes, I can't listen to this.
I don't like I'm not reading the comments.
I'm an honest guy.
All right. I literally want to wrap the show right now. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's show. Thank you again. Once again,
We are boarding this show because you don't want to talk about your credit score. Show me the screen that it says you have no score.
oh my God. All right. While I'm doing that, you take it away, Nick, and you host the show.
I'm down to do it. We'll just have a conversation about what's going on. Right now, I'm waiting on a deposit from Gemini, actually. I got to pay taxes, dude. I'm in like a taxes and...
dude, my
Mr.
accountant just hit me up about how much I fucking owe. And I'm like, fuck. This is not going to be fun.
Pay taxes or be Jamaican. And you
Why
guys
one?
I'll be
Jamaican beef
Jamaican.
patties. Oh my. I don't want to do it. Oh no.
picture Nick just doing the Jamaican guy bit. Well,
There's really nothing else going on, if I'm being completely honest.
Nothing. Nick, I have Experian. Does that work?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Please.
Now
hold.
just read out your social out loud so we can all check your credit.
I mean, you may not want to share what you're about to get because it sounds like it's about to be bad.
okay. All these
Yeah, so
guys
the
are just
436 good.
being so condescending. The comments, they're pretending like, oh, I'm so much better than this guy because I have a credit score and he doesn't.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
what's... Hold on. Show the screen on... Well, you don't have to.
Hold on, I'm logging in. I think
Do
there's
not
gonna be-
share your experience
some
screen. Do
information.
not share it.
I will. I'm gonna share it once.
No, do not.
There, right here. Okay, it's not revealing anything. Look, I'm
He's gonna
logged
leak his social, dude.
Fine, share it. Yeah, show it.
you can't. They don't just have your social security.
Zero.
Unscorable.
I don't have a score.
He actually doesn't have a credit score.
Wrong. He
How did you
literally
end
was
up at
wrong.
Experian?
You actually don't have a credit score. How is that
Dude, I'm
possible?
I'm fucked. I was at like 800.
Out of all people, Kashmir knew it was the case because Kashmir doesn't have a score either. He's like, I don't got a score either, motherfucker.
Yo, debank yourself.
Dude, the comments are wild, telling us illegal. Call ICE. Call ICE. This is guys illegal.
How did you get the like? How did you get an apartment?
I had a credit score. I'm actually kind of concerned now that I'm not gonna be able to get an apartment now. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in. Shout
gonna
out
have
to Gemini.
talk to
Shout out
somebody and be
to
like,
IPX. I'm fucked.
Yo, Nick Pio, can you co-sign my apartment, please?
Oh no, we're gonna have to like go meet with the building in person and be like, he really does have a job. He makes money. What the fuck?
Dude, he doesn't have a credit score.
Yo, we're about to get you a starter credit card, dude.
Dude,
What, you have to deposit cash on to use it?
yo, Gemini.
Dead ass, you have to take action on this like today. You have to like figure out how to get a credit score today.
A Gemini is gonna help.
No, Gemini actually requires
ain't
a higher credit card score. You're not going to get approved.
Yeah, you're not
Yeah,
getting
but they're our partners. We can call them. Hey, call in a favor. All right, I'm gonna wrap the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're available on all podcasts. We're available on YouTube, Twitter Spaces. Give us a follow at Bodoggos Entertainment. Catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.